Hello and welcome back to my channel, which is all about style and confidence for the 50+ woman. In today's video I want to give you 5 secrets on how to make your outfits look more stylish. So let's get started. Tip number 1 is all about creating an outfit that flows perfectly. What I mean by this is when you're creating outfits for yourself, one of the things you're going to be thinking about is your body shape, and I've talked about this quite a lot in previous videos. If you have a straight body without too many curves, then you're going to want to look for more structured pieces to wear. If you've got a curvy body, then you're going to want to look for items that have got more curves and more flow to them. And obviously, because I have a curvy body, most of my wardrobe has that kind of curvy fluidness to it. But one of the things that really makes an outfit work is by having a combination of curves and a little bit of straight lines. So how do you make that work if you've got a straight body and you wear structured items? Well, it might be that you have something that perhaps a blouse underneath a tailored jacket that has some curve across the bust area. It might be that you wear a wrap skirt with a straight jacket. And then for the curvy body, give you an example from my own wardrobe here. You've seen this little top before. Now this works for me because it's inner silk, it's a nice fluid fabric, but it is a straight line and it actually has this sort of straight paneling down the front here. But then I break up that straight with the fluid cardigan, and I might pair that with a pair of straight leg trousers. So I've got a mixture there of curviness that works for my body, but I've also got some straight lines in there to give the outfit balance as well. So for a curvy body, if you're going for some straight lines, make sure that they're in a fabric that moves. For a body that doesn't have curves, then stick with your structure or your tailoring, but add something that's got a little bit of softness to it. So it could be a silk blouse underneath your tailored jacket. Tip number 2 is about mixing up styles of items. So last week we talked about your style keywords, and I will link that video for you either up here or in the description box. And it might have been that one of the keywords that you came up with was feminine. So it could be something like this skirt. It's got a feminine print to it, the shape of it is very feminine, it's got these tiers to it, so it's giving it sort of quite a feminine touch. Now, the way I would wear this is with something like this little cami top, or perhaps a plain little cami top. And again here, just going back to that structure one, we've got a straight line going with the curves as well. But what I wanted to talk about in particular is that I wouldn't mix it, say, with this blouse, because I've got frills going on here, I've got frills going on here, and it could all look a little bit too girly and little princessy because I've got too much going on with the feminine print, the frills in the blouse, and the tiers on the skirt. So I would mix that tiered skirt with the feminine print with something that is a little bit more simple. Tip number 3 is about dressing in one colour, and this can look amazingly stylish. Now, if you think about the Italian women perhaps who wear black from head to toe, or French women who I always think of as wearing, say, navy from head to toe, it can look incredibly stylish. So think about how you could do that within your own wardrobe, but within your own colour scheme. So for me, one of my favourite outfits is this red two-piece, and even with a red necklace with it as well, and perhaps red shoes. So it's really making an impact to put all of that red together. But what I would do is use slightly different textures. So we've got the silk top with the crepe trouser, we've got this sort of chunky necklace, I might put a pair of suede shoes with it, or more likely I would put with it my patent ballet pumps, my rock stud ballet pumps, because they've got that little bit of texture and a different fabric to them. They've also got a shine to them, and I've got a little bit of shine on the necklace. So although I'm wearing all one colour, I'm kind of breaking it up a little bit and adding interest to it with more texture or with different fabrics. Another option might be, especially during the summertime, either a white if you're happy to wear pure white, or for me it would be something which is perhaps a softer white. So again, I've got texture in the jacket there, and I would pop underneath that my little cream silk camisole. I've got a pair of linen trousers, and then perhaps some pretty beads on there as well, which is kind of breaking up the colour, adding texture to it, but I've still got that lovely monochrome look, which again is really striking. Tip number 4 is one that I've mentioned before as well, and this is about adjusting volume in the outfit. And what this means is, if you're going to wear a top that's really floaty, I would then pair that with a pair of slim leg trousers, rather than pairing it with a very wide leg pair of trousers. So here I've got the full top and the full trousers, and it's really doing nothing for my figure. You can see that as soon as I put on a pair of slim leg trousers with the top, it gives me a much better and more flattering shape. So with those floaty trousers, I would put a slimmer top with them, or perhaps a wrap top that fits close to the body and shows off the curves on the top half, because obviously you're concealing all the curves on the bottom half because you've got the floaty wide leg trousers. Tip number 5 is a quick little tip on how to wear black. So I've started today just with a black top. I've got quite a neutral lip colour on, and there are a couple of things that I can do immediately to make this black look better on me. I've added a pearl necklace because the lightness and the creaminess of the pearls will immediately bring some light up to my face. I'm going to put on a slightly stronger blusher. So that's given me a little bit more colour, and the other thing that I'm going to do is put on a stronger lipstick. So with the stronger lipstick and a little bit more blusher and that creaminess of the pearls, immediately I'm making the black look better on me. Now the other thing that I can do is actually put another colour up close to my face. A really easy way to do this is with a scarf. So now I've added some colour close to my face, and I've picked colours that are particularly good for me, these warmer, stronger colours. So that's 2 ways that you can really easily make black look better on you. Now obviously if you do want to wear black, if you have either deep colouring or bright colouring, then black will look great on you. But it will always look better if it's mixed with another colour, I think. So if you're bright in colouring, mix it with one of your lovely bright colours. If you're deep in colouring, mix it with either another dark colour or perhaps another brighter colour. If you have soft colouring and you want to wear black, or light colouring and you want to wear black, these are kind of the trickiest really. So what I would recommend is that you keep it further away from the face. So I've got this is actually chocolate brown, but let's say I had a black camisole underneath here, so I'm keeping it slightly away from the face. And then if you put a really good colour close to your face, and that could be a piece of jewellery, it could be a lovely lipstick that really suits you, it could be like I've got here something else over the top of it. And if you have got cool colouring, black won't look awful on you. A navy will look better, or a charcoal grey will look better. But again, for cool colouring, mix it with one of your lovely bright colours. And then if you've got warm colouring, obviously mix it with one of your lovely warm colours. But in all cases, either try to show a little bit of skin between the black and your face, mix it with another colour, or add something like a scarf, which is going to add a little bit more interest and bring some other good colour up close to the face. So what I wanted to do now was create a really simple outfit and just accessorise it a little bit to make it look a bit more interesting. Now I am using black for this, and I know that not everybody wants to wear black, but this could be navy, it could be charcoal grey, if you're warm colouring it could be a brown, it could be a camel. So here I've got a simple black tunic top and black trousers, and I'm just going to make that a little bit more interesting with accessories. So the first thing that I'm going to add is a scarf, and then I'm going to add a pair of loafers in the tan, and I'm also going to add a sleeveless cardigan just to get a little bit more flow to the outfit. And finally, my tan handbag. So I've taken a very simple two-piece outfit and just made it a little bit more interesting with some accessories. And then just to give it a little bit more shape and to slim down the body a little bit, I'm going to add one of my favourite waterfall cardigans. And immediately that gives me a much slimmer, longer line.